this is Latika Shami from TNN24 News Channel, and we are here with Advocate Yusuf Jamil sir, who is looking after hit and run case of Ritika Malu and Madhuri Sada. In a very short span of time, let us know that what is the actual case status which he is looking after in a prosecution as an assist to prosecution, right? Sir, we welcome you at TNN24 News Channel, and we have seen your interview in Republic Bharat. And in that also we are taking care of all the deeds and going on routine workout in the court regarding Malu's case. So can you please, in a short span of time, let us know what is the actual status of the case and how the victim will get relief from the court?
Actually, the thing is, on the last occasion, when the police officials, Ritika Malu surrendered before the IO, that is the Tehsil police station, and after getting to the Tehsil police station has produced her before the GMFC court in Nagpur, and after producing the accused before the police before the court, they have asked for the police custody remand of 7 days.
Yes.
Along with that, they have produced lots of papers and all the arguments was going on before the court. But later on, the court has observed that entire procedure, that her arrest itself is illegal, and the court has granted her release from the custody and declared that arrest itself is illegal.
Yes.
And she walked away free from the court itself. And now I have heard that the police authority is trying to file a revision against that release
Yes.
before the sessions court. That is the actual position as of now.
Right. Sir, but why it takes 4 months for us to know that the case, that it is illegal to arrest her? After 4 months we are getting this relief. We got this knowledge that 4 months, after 4 months, that this is illegal to arrest her. Why it is so? What is the technicality in the case?
Technicality is that the first anticipatory bail application was pending before the High Court. First bail application was decided by the Sessions Court. The Sessions Court had denied her anticipatory bail. Thereafter, she applied for the anticipatory bail before the High Court. The Honorable High Court has also decided against her and rejected her application and refused to provide her any protection. Thereafter, but the main technical issue is that at the time of getting the regular bail, when the sections was not added, the Honorable JMFC court has given her bail, and that bail is still bail bond is still not cancelled. Why so? Because at the time of granting her bail, she had when the IO has added the section when the traces in her blood find that she was consumed alcohol while driving the vehicle. So the police officials have added the section against her and applied the for cancellation of bail before the same JMFC court who has given her bail. The Honorable JMFC court has issued notice to her. Instead of filing a reply, she applied for the anticipatory bail before the Sessions Court. Sessions Court, on the hearing on the first date, looking into the seriousness of the matter, has granted her ad interim relief. She produced that ad interim relief before the JMFC court that we have already got the interim relief in the form of ad interim anticipatory bail. She produced that order before the JMFC court, and JMFC court all of a sudden has decided the matter that the cancellation of bail application filed by the police is not maintainable and then rejected that application. As of now, the process of adding section and arresting her and cancellation of her bail is pending before the revision court, that is a session court. It is not decided till date.
Okay.
On that count only, the present scenario that her that PCR, which was produced before the JMFC court again, when she surrendered, that came to be rejected by the court by saying that her arrest itself is illegal and she has walked free on that.
It takes 4 months and this hand in gloves is going on like that. The thing is, like, I want to know that what further protocol we are looking as a prosecution, as you said that we are only looking for Sessions Court. What else about Madhuri Sada? Where is she, sir? And what about the questions which we as a prosecution, we as a victim family looking for, like that police had not taken cognizance, police had not done this, police had not done that, and we are even pointing out about PSI, PI. What is the actual status of the police department when it comes to drink and drive case? As the Porsche case also happened in Pune, and 2 lives has gone. Now this is 2, and if these things will happen, then we as a human citizen, we as a citizen of Nagpur, do we feel safe going in the night hours in the midst of 24th and 25th of night?
No, definitely it is not safe at all, because and as far as the legal battle is concerned, we have to deal with these technicalities. There are legal technicalities which everyone has to face, and it is quite easy for the people who can afford such good lawyers, such everything which are manageable. They are easy going for them. And as far as these victims are concerned, they have to face a lots of things more, because they have to fight this legal battle for much more now.
Okay.
Yes.
As we have seen that, as per the lawyer of the accused, he says that when the car hit the driver first, the divider, and then automatically the car got locked, the balloons got open, and the both of the women got stuck in the car. She was not able to come out, and the vehicle is absolutely fine, nothing to worry about. We have not done anything wrong. We are absolutely positive.
As far as the investigation is going on, as far as the investigation which was already conducted, these all aspects, whether the balloons were out